Okay, let's dive straight into this explainer. You know that feeling when you're just staring at a massive stack of official papers and feeling completely, utterly overwhelmed? Yeah, you are definitely not alone there. Today, we're demystifying the whole bureaucratic maze of getting your documents legalized for international use. We're mapping out the exact process for getting an apostille right here in Kochi and showing you how you can navigate this complex system without completely losing your mind. If you're dreaming of traveling, studying, or doing business abroad, you're probably pulling your hair out right now over how to get your paperwork officially accepted. It's like this hidden hurdle, right? It's often the one thing that can bring all your exciting international plans to a screeching halt. But don't worry, we've organized this whole chaotic process for you. Here's our roadmap for today. First, the dilemma. Second, what is an apostille? Third, state versus SDM. Fourth, commercial docs and translations. Fifth, why trust SAS? And finally, your simple next steps. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the document legalization dilemma. So the first thing we absolutely need to understand is this massive hurdle standing right between you and your international plans. Here's the deal. Foreign consulates require strict authentication of your original documents. Why? To completely eliminate any risk of fraud. If you just show up with unauthenticated paperwork, your application is going to get rejected flat out. Because, look, these consulates need absolute, rock-solid proof that your Kochi-issued documents are the real deal. They simply won't just take your word for it. Section 2. What is an apostille? Now, let's introduce the exact tool that's going to solve all these paperwork problems for you. So, what actually is it? An apostille is the highest level of document authentication you can get from the Ministry of External Affairs, the MEA here in India. This specific authentication makes your document legally valid in all Hague Convention countries. Basically, think of an apostille as a VIP passport for your documents. It literally allows your papers to travel safely and legally right across international borders. And when you finally get your hands on this VIP passport, you'll see a highly specific stamp literally pasted right on the back of your original document by the Indian government. It has all the vital details, the country of issue, the authority's signature, and this really important unique certificate number. This sticker is exactly what those foreign authorities are desperately looking for. Moving on to Section 3, State versus SDM authentication. This brings us to, honestly, the most confusing part of the whole process, figuring out which bureaucratic route you actually need to take. Okay, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding your two main options. On one side, we've got state authentication. Now, this is mandatory for places like Italy and Austria, but guys, it takes a much, much longer time. On the flip side, we have SDM authentication. SDM is going to be your fastest, cheapest route, and it's actually the standard for most Hague countries. So unless your destination specifically demands state authentication, going with SDM is almost always the smartest play. Just look at how intense the state attestation route is. It is literally a web of departments. This complex flowchart perfectly explains why going through the state home or HRD departments takes such a frustratingly long time. Your original document basically has to bounce back and forth between local verification, state departments, and secretariats before it even gets anywhere close to the MEA. It's a lot. But in stark contrast, look at the SDM method. It completely cuts out the middleman. By using a subdivisional magistrate, which is a judicial authority, it takes your document straight from local verification and notarization directly to the SDM and then straight on to the MEA in record time. It's a massive, massive shortcut. And the best part? It is still 100% legally valid. Section 4, Commercial Docs and Translations. Beyond just the route you take, we need to look at exactly what documents you can apostille, plus a very critical rule about the language they're written in. Your documents are generally going to fall into one of three buckets: personal, educational, or commercial. Now, if you have commercial documents, like invoices or power of attorney, keep in mind they have a slightly different workflow. They actually require an attestation from the Chamber of Commerce first to prove they come from a registered business. Only then will the MEA even touch them. Now, pay attention here because this is a massive trap for a lot of applicants in Kerala. The MEA only works in English, period. So if you have local Malayalam certificates, they absolutely must have a certified English translation first. If you try to send a Malayalam document straight to the MEA, it will be rejected immediately. No way around it. You might want to write this number down: 6 months.
Whether you use state or SDM authentication, your apostille is only valid for exactly 6 months before it expires, and you have to do the whole shebang all over again. So timing your application correctly is absolutely vital.
Section 5. Why trust secure apostille services? Okay, so now that you know the what and the how, let's talk about the who. Let's talk about Secure Apostille Services, or SAS for short. They are the absolute definitive hassle-free solution for anyone in Kochi who wants this done perfectly the very first time. They essentially specialize in taking this whole complex burden completely off your shoulders. They really just take the anxiety entirely out of the equation. We're talking about a rock-solid, unique barcode security system to completely prevent misplacement, live online tracking so you always know exactly where your documents are, and the sheer convenience of having them picked up and delivered right to your doorstep, anywhere in India. Plus, their pricing is super transparent, absolutely no hidden fees. What you see is exactly what you get. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Take it from Elwin, who actually got scammed by other agencies before finding SAS. He ultimately experienced clear communication and incredibly fast results. They initially told him 25 working days, but finished in just 15. I mean, beating an estimate by 10 days is a huge relief, especially when you're racing against strict visa deadlines. Or listen to Aishwarya. She had her birth certificate picked up, completely apostilled, and delivered right back to her home in just 3 days. Literally 3 days. That level of speed and reliability is exactly what you need when you're up against the clock. Section 6, your simple next steps. Let's wrap this up by showing you exactly how easily you can get your VIP passport in motion today. Look at these 4 brilliantly simple steps. This is literally all it takes to hand the burden over to international legalization experts while you just sit back and track it all online. Step 1, register online. Step 2, collect your documents. Step 3, submit your originals and photocopies. And Step 4, receive your apostille docs right at home. It's really that easy.